what you got when the motherfucking beat drops.
Hello, welcome back to the stream, welcome back to the binge. I am late this week. I'm sorry about that. But welcome back, I am your host, Zero, as always, bringing you further into depravity and fantasy trash. Oh, this week we got Gibiate. I don't know. I guess it was something that Francis thought was something else, but nope. This is some sort of post-apocalyptic. I don't know. Seemed interesting, but also seems kind of weird. I don't know. Has some JoJo vibes to it. Anyway, I'm only going to be doing about half. I'm only going to be doing half this stream today, and then I'll probably do the other half on Thursday. Oh yeah, Glibner. Yeah, I have to do Glibner later. But I'm gonna try to do up to episode 6, and then I have to head off to work. So Glibner is on the list. I don't know when, but I will get to it. Damn similar. I know, right? But yeah, I gotta watch Glibner. Glibner. Why are you over there? Why are you... Cool. All right, and I guess we're ready to go. Unless Phantom needs to download the entire series again. And of course, I'm also coming to you on the eve of the beginning of, I guess, the American Civil War Part 2. I just thought it was. Oh, that's even funnier. For our international audience, today is our election day. Those who are in the States, if you haven't voted, please go do so. It is a important civil duty for you to actually uphold. I've already voted. I voted a while ago. Okay, I think I voted about a week ago. I don't care who you vote for. Be sure to go vote. I think Fanta said he was gonna go vote after the last stream. So anyway, so yeah, gonna do half of it today. I'm gonna think half of it Thursday, and then we'll probably try. Saturday. Saturday will be my seasonal reaction stuff. And as always, I'm in the process of making other things happen. They're slow going. Sorry. I work a lot. I'm not quite home a lot. Anyway, but with that said, I guess we're all kind of ready to go. Not a whole lot to talk about right now. So get my ears on and got my drink, got my vape, and we're all good to go. Alright, starting Gibiate, episode 1. I have no idea what to expect. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's jam. It had a 4.0? I thought that was Glipner. That's actually Gibiate? Yeah, spiders in the bathtub. No. Glipner has a 7. Oh, man. And drugs, drink drugs and rock and roll. As they would. As they would. As they would. Title drop. Dead ass. Oh shit. Oh. That was some pretty good music. Nice angle. You're in high school. How you plan on doing that? I mean, high school students. There have been some student aged people that have done some incredible things. Absolutely incredible. Like there was somebody who actually built their own like nuclear nuclear reactor generator. Crazy motherfucker. Probably regretted it, but I'm not saying that it can't happen that a college a high school student can't make a vaccine. I just want something substantial to hold on to on the fact that she can do such a thing. Yeah, why are we back in feudal Japan? So this is where the Devil's Triangle started. That was not good sound creation. That was not good sound effects, dude. Title drop of a different series, different movie, different show altogether. Why does he have an English sword on his back? I mean, I'm a fan of English swords, but I'm just that's interesting. Yeah, bad CG, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't really, unless it's horribly done. I'll point it out if it's horribly done, but damn, must have been a nice nap, Rumpelstiltskin. Was it Rumpelstiltskin? The mental processing for just one episode one was painful for me, considering there's nothing good production wise at all. I don't know. We'll see. That hurts my brain. Oh, that hurts my head. Ugh. Dude, evolved into a Digimon. Some sort of armadillomon. Some sort of armadillo thing. Probably not. Get him right in the eye. It's a gorilla? Then move! Fucking flash step? Bull! That's not how those work. TikTok, motherfuckers. TikTok. Dude looks very feminine at that angle. Nah, they're just Chuunis. We don't need the car sound. The fuck is that, Scion? Well, I mean, one of them had fucking flash steps, so. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about the dude being a fucking Shinobu. U.S. Marine. Because I don't think Japan has a Marine unit. Huh? Hmm. You just you don't do that. You don't jinx yourself like that, dude. Rapid metamorphosis. I wish that they would say something like that. Yeah, yeah, that sound Fanta. Well, I guess that was episode 1. No, the one before metamorphosized in broad daylight. I don't know. CGI monsters just they're annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. Looks fake. Hello from Ty. Hello, how's it going, Mega Shadow? How's it going? Hello from Texas in the US. So we got time traveling samurai ninjas. Samurai/ninjas. And yeah. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I feel like it has a little bit of God, what was that? What was that show that we watched? I'm gonna have to find the show that we watched. I kind of enjoyed it, but it was a very weird show. It was a while ago though. Hmm. It only shows us that far? Wow. It was the one with the girl and the revolver rifle. Alright, Meg Shadow, thanks for stopping by. You're literally on the opposite side of the world from me. About 12 hours difference. Hmm. What the hell was it? I don't know. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to Should only take about a minute. Give me a sec. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, start episode 2. Wait, I forgot to change the number. Cool. Onward to episode 2. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. That was a weird look. Is that how we're gonna start every episode? That seems a lot more than 50 people. I guess not. I don't know. Of course you do. Guess fashionable. Vibrant indeed. Congratulations, you become anime characters. Yeah, especially standing out like that, because everything else on him is bright as hell. I have my doubts that he's gonna make it back. Oh, those things are frightening. Fuck those things. Fuck those things. Well, I guess Grandpa's not dead. Oh god, that's horrible sound effects. That's 3D. Superhero landing. Where'd your sword go? You had it in your mouth. Where did it go? I'm gonna shoot for 6 episodes. I've gone into battle. Sorry, that looked funny as hell. That was redone animation. Ooh. Tasers don't work like that. Ow! Why don't you give him a gun? pretty sure he'd use it better. Right here. Right here. What a terrible hunter he is. Double tap. Huh. I mean, isn't it obvious by the way he looks? That sounded a little bit better. I know, I guess. Horrible, horrible sound effects. Oh, that was weird. That last part was particularly weird. Alright, so I don't really mind the old man being ousted like that. I mean, we really haven't had time to attach to the old man, but I mean, I'm kind of enjoying this. Why? I wish I knew. Because you're watching it with me. I make everything better. And there's my ego kicking in again. So I think that the old man's devil's all right. As it's the only real, like character that that Sensui, I think that's his name. It's the only other character that Sensui actually like kind of talk to a little bit. In the this time period. I mean, I guess I can kind of see why Sensui would be a little heart touched by his death. But I don't think that there's quite enough time. Kathleen, definitely, we don't know enough of her backstory, so I don't mind her getting all teary-eyed, but since we wasn't really teary-eyed, he was just kind of like, hey man, thanks for the sword. A sword that was used improper a number of times. Well, it's always sad to have to take a friend's life. Does that make sense? Or a kind person's life. I think that's what they're trying to portray is that as that's not a sword. I refuse to believe by the sound effects. I don't understand how hard is it to actually make a sound effect. Well, actually, I kind of do understand. Let's grab a couple swords here. I'll grab a couple swords here. If that's all you're doing, I mean, that doesn't really sound all that well, right? And plus, that's not the sound that a sword makes when it's entering flesh. Technically, it doesn't really make a sound when it enters flesh. And that sound doesn't really work out that well either. Because that's still metal on metal. By the way, this is the machete that I usually keep in my car. It's a little rusted. It had some gasoline spilt on it. I haven't gotten around to cleaning off yet, but. And then the thing about unsheathing a sword and sheathing it it's supposed to be very quiet. I wish sound effect designers would keep that in mind when bringing out a sword. Because it's supposed to be quiet. If you're dragging on something, it's usually not a good thing. And then there was one point where Sensui was having a hard time getting through a shell because he was striking like this. He was trying to slice when there's a very fine point at the end of most swords, including a katana. And this has a lot of puncture ability, even with a katana. You can pierce with the katana. That's what you're supposed to do. Armored opponents. You're supposed to be able to get the point in chinks of armor, or like I was pointing in the reaction. There's a very soft spot right here that anything with a mouth is going to have a very hard time getting any armor on. So this is always a good spot to actually go into. Even a dragon. But anyway. Swords aside. Hi Zero, this disaster piece only gets worse. You're brave for binging this show. Oh, thank you. I will make it as enjoyable as possible. And so far, sound design is horrible, absolutely horrible. I'm okay with the premise. I'm okay with the animation, actually. But I don't understand why there's time travel here. Like, why? Well, I think in that particular Gibiate, he had an armored nap. Which, I mean, is fine. He's not going to move, but he's also, like, part toad. And toads don't usually have a lot of movement in their head, I don't think. But yeah, he had a lot of, like, armor back here. But you should still be able to get up in here. Yeah, the execution of this show feels a bit off. I can still find it enjoyable, but it's hilariously bad at times. Oh God, I wonder if we'll get to hilariously bad in this particular stream. So, I'm gonna be on episode 3. So I'm gonna do 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then I'm going to pause it there, and I'm going to head off to work, and I'll finish the other 6 either tomorrow or Thursday, most likely Thursday. But yeah, I don't know. And also for those of you coming in, I've had 3 different time slots for my binges now. I've had or for my binges and streams. I've had afternoons, mornings to afternoon, and very late evenings. Leave a comment down below. Which do you prefer? Or tell me in live stream. Leave me a message on Discord, whichever one you prefer. But I don't know. I kind of like going like midnight to 5. But I think I can do a little bit more of these as long as I don't get called in. Anytime that doesn't go past 2 a.m. All right, well, on to episode 3. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Are you also from the Edo period? Porno time. I know, right? Who? The sound designer of this series is a sound designer in Are you serious? No. No. You can't be serious. You're joking. Sound designer. Oh my god. Ooh. It's not very good looking fire. Which has worse sound effects, this or Berserk? Berserk. There is no that's tough. Berserk. Berserk is way more offensive, especially to my intelligence. Are you just gonna let those guns go to waste? Like, guns are guns. Had. I think the key word there was had. Is there now? Place your bets. I don't see a helicopter. That's a freaky looking. Look like a Medusa. I don't like Medusas. Please use bigger passcodes. 6 or 7 should do it. His face looks fucking weird. Why is his face the only one that looks fucking weird? It was still there. It's a trap! It doesn't need to move that much. See, the problem with the things I have in this series is its tropes. Horrible, horrible media tropes. Ow! Where's he gonna land? Oh, okay. But now, even more so, ow, 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 ow. He is holding on to wire. Um, well, a plane would have just fallen out of the sky. But this is a helicopter. A helicopter has the ability to actually stay in one place. Oh! Also, can you put me down, please? Alright, now bail out. And I hope you bailed out right. What? I can't hear you over the raging explosion behind me. So it's like Drifters meets fucking. What was that? That that Civil War one that we watched. I will answer your question in a minute, Fanta. I see your question. I'll get back to it after I'm done with after we're done with the episode. How do you know? How do you know that? Where did that information come from? I thought Buddha wasn't a deity. I thought Buddha was a man. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. But I was always the assumption that Buddhism is a philosophy, not a religion. It's not the kind of painkillers put on a wound like that. Itakimasu. Okay, tropes I'm talking about, like what just happened there? Having to inject something into the leg in order to have it be painkillers. That's not how. That's not how. That's not how it's done medically. Medically, you inject a numbing agent and anesthetics so that you can do surgery without causing extreme amounts of pain to the subject. Either that or you're knocked the fuck out. Painkillers are usually ingested. It's weird tropes. Does that make sense? Let's see. What was the last one? What was the other ones? The tasers. Tasers being used to wrap around their enemies does not exist. That's not how they're used. Hell, the one that is shown in this show has prongs on it. The ones on here look like they're fucking... Have a good one, Ryu. See you tomorrow. Or Wednesday. The ones that were shown on Kathleen's taser looked to be like that. You know, it looked like it looked like an auxiliary or a earphone plug. Which, okay, I can kind of understand why you wouldn't want to do a full scale, I guess, like, or a very fine detailed picture of a taser prong, but basically what it looks like is like a fish hook, a very fine fish hook, and what it's meant to do is stick in a target's skin, and that's how they get tased. When you run electricity around the body, it's not going to do that much, especially to the muscles. And then on top of that, you need to make sure that those actually have a connecting point. If they have a connecting point that's on skin, then that skin gets electrified. Sure. But if that connecting point is on, let's say, the armor plating of a Gibiate or piece of clothing, then there's not going to be electricity that goes through the actual target, and so your taser is completely useless. But that's just with the prong too. Prongs are supposed to stick in skin. That's what they were designed for. And Gibias don't really have that much exposed skin. So tasers are useless. The series definitely didn't do any research or anything. Yeah. And that's the only thing that really makes me cringe. But these are tropes that they are not synonymous to Gibiate or Gibiate. These are tropes that are everywhere. It's like nobody understands how these things work, and they don't want to do a very, very quick, simple Google search on how shit works. I wouldn't be surprised to find out if I actually dug down into what kind of guns they were using. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that they don't come in full auto, because, oh my god, most guns don't come in full auto. Especially if they're in Japan. So that's something that's kind of but at the same time, it's a thing that happens all the time. Having here's a good one. The katana broke. There you go. A katana broke. All right. A lesson in metallurgy, I guess. Steel if you hit steel hard enough, it might actually fracture like that. But that's also considering that it would be a solid steel construction. A katana is not built like that. And so, let me see. Do I have something that I might be able to... So, with a katana has a soft core. And actually, generally most swords that are built way back when, they had a soft core. And that was mostly due to the metallurgy of the time. They could only really harden the outside because they couldn't get the temperature high enough or they couldn't get the temperature homogeneous throughout the actual piece, and so the back of the blade ended up staying soft. And the same thing with some European swords. The thickest bit right in the middle, where the fuller would be generally pretty soft because they would only really want to heat the thinner areas on the outside, and that would turn into really hard steel, and that would give them the finest of edges, as you would. But hard things generally tend to shatter. They tend to be very fragile. Take glass for example. It's very, very hard, but it's also very, very, very fragile. Steel is obviously not as fragile as glass, but there's still that aspect to steel being kind of fragile. Now, a actual katana, a real sword like that, in order to actually make it shatter, you would have to do an immense amount of pressure or immense amount of force applied to that blade. And if that blade is coming down on a target that is too hard, then it would just deflect. It wouldn't break. That's kind of how it would be like. It would be like skating across the glass. I'm not gonna scratch it, right? It's just gonna ding off, right? I know that this is really hard. I know that this is a really hard glass, and it's not. And steel is not harder than this glass. So I can sit here and I can skate around on this piece of glass all I damn well want. And I'm not going to scratch my screen. I bet I gave a ton of you heart attacks thinking I was going to scratch my screen up. Anyway, so that's what would have happened with this the sword, his katana coming in contact with this Gibia's face that was too hard. It literally would have went bing and glanced off. It would not have shattered. Best that it would do would bend. Unless it was tempered. And then it would just ring. It would just flap around. It would vibrate. It would spring back into its original form. And that's what we do nowadays is we get steel hot enough to where it has some spring to it. So it's not going to permanently hold a bend. It will go back to where it was. So this is another problem where Hollywood media, they all get it really, really, really wrong. Swords don't bend, or swords don't break; they bend. I have yet to actually break one of my swords. I have bent them, I have ruined them, but I've yet to actually bend one of my swords. Best I can do is dent them. And even a very good steel, a very good sword, it will, if the blade is too hard, then it might chip the blade. But the rest of the sword should still bend. It's not going to break. I mean, I hoped you wouldn't get into a situation where you'd be bending your swords. I mean, I've done stupid stuff. Just now, is it possible? Yes. However, that sword would have not got cut through any other gibias because it would have been too fragile to actually take the cut. And those things are what you get with cast iron pieces of crap that you buy from malls, from shopping malls. Those are the piece of crap $30 swords that you get off the shelf at, I don't know, your discount cosplay store, or your what is it, King of Blades, or Sword of Swords websites. Those things are not really good steel, and so yeah, they might tend to break, but they're gonna break in the first hit. And generally they're not gonna break in the middle of in the middle of the blade. They're generally gonna break like at the handle, if that makes sense. But usually those are made out of like cast iron, or they're usually casted, like cast iron, cast aluminum, stuff like that, and they will fracture because cast iron is very weak, unless done properly. But yeah, those are a bunch of media tropes that bug the living hell out of me, that are not solely attached to Gibiate, or Gibiate. It's not solely attached to Gibiate, but it's something that just irks me all around, because everybody seems to think that this is how things are done, and the media just keeps rolling with it. Because apparently it's cool. I don't know. I don't think it's cool to break a sword. I don't think it's cool at all to break a sword. Anyway. Okay, and you also mentioned earlier about the helicopter. So, things about a helicopter. A helicopter can stay in one spot as long as the wind is good. It can just stay there. A plane has to be moving forward. So if this Gibia caught the tail end of the plane, and plane came to a screeching halt, that plane would plummet out of the sky. But the helicopter would, I mean, it might be hard to control. It might be hard to stay up in the air, but it could happen. Unless the Gibia actually got the propellers, because then it would just come crashing down. Same thing with the tail rotor. If they caught that, it would spin out of control and it would go down. But if it caught it by the landing gear, then sure, it's fine to do that. The thing about the monk pulling on the helicopter. Now, this is something that's been done a number of times in media, and I'm not really sure how easy or hard that would be. I feel like it would be like pulling on a car. but the car is probably going to be pretty heavy. But it would be as if it'd be like flying a kite, but pulling on the weight of like twice the size of a car. So I don't think it's impossible, but it's a cool factor, I suppose. It definitely feels like it would be hard as hell. Yeah. But not out of the realm of possibility, I suppose. Get the mountain to try it. see if he can yank on a helicopter hard enough to make him move. I don't think it would be that hard, actually. It would be more. I think it would be more trying to keep yourself on the ground, rather than being lifted up by the helicopter. Yeah. Anyway, on to episode 4. Back to the pornos. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. But now. Gun? Didn't you have a gun? Oh my god, you are a terrible shot, Adam. Aim the damn thing, you... Why are you just standing there? Kill a motherfucker! That's a cool looking blade. I just realized that thing was there. I really like blades that mix the European and the Asian styles. I always find those fascinating. This is what we're doing in this episode? We're watching a sensei play a guitar. Or whatever that instrument is. I apologize. I don't know the instrument. I feel like that sword got longer. I feel like it broke much shorter than that last episode. See? Continuity, people. Danger zone! Huh. Show me Senda. Okay, there we go. Oh no, the mentally ill has run away. Oh my, how fucking convenient. Time to show off! No? Oh, okay. The fuck kind of a sound was that? I guess, I mean, I guess it's a short enough sword that might be possible. It's also a really thick looking sword. I do wonder what kind of steel that is. Did dual wielding even exist for samurai? Yes. There have been a number of accounts of dual wielding samurai. They were very few, granted. They were very few. But in general, samurais were duelers. They mostly they were either duelers or ow. Samurai are either duelers or warmen. So they were either in war ranks or one-on-one duels. Uh, at least that's the understanding that I have. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I do know that there was one that was he used a second sword and they called it underhanded. The horrible military guy, the blonde-haired American military guy who can't keep his finger off the trigger, is a bit annoying. That is a media trope I doubt will ever get thrown away, but it's very annoying. I blame Rambo. No, not Rambo. God, what was his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Whoever Arnold Schwarzenegger played. I blame him. He carries miniguns all the fucking time. But he's Scandinavian, not American. Also, that is a very spacious RV. God, that looked weird. I think samurais and lords were a little bit more respected, and that lord seemed to be more of a passive force. Why did you run away from your men? How's it going, Sasuke? Alright, he's too cool to be Sasuke. Also, if those chains broke like that, those are useless chains. X X defense is not a good defense. The X defense just looks cool because it's X. So then keep moving. You would only stop moving to save your tire, to save your rim. In this particular instance, I don't think saving the rim. I think that sacrificing the rim in order to actually get to where I'm going takes precedent. Why did we learn any of this? Good question. I don't know. Felt like a very bad episode, but eh. A little bit of backstory to. Yeah, a little bit of backstory to our guy here. I suppose that's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of little tiny media tropes that just bug the hell out of me. Um, didn't really care for his backstory. Didn't give me anything more for his character. I think backstory should make you understand the character more, at least. Yeah, I think it was just like a history lesson disguised in a flashback. I don't really like it. Not a fan. Just not a fan. All right. Moving on, episode 5. I don't know. Maybe I'll come home. Maybe I'll come home and do the rest tonight. Just get out of the way. I don't know. Anyway, starting episode 5 in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Portal time with the monk. It's a really big black dildo. I think that would be really painful to use. I also really don't like the fact that they're adding things about the episode in the intro. Like, that's kind of weird. Like last episode, they had dude playing the guitar thing. Better up. That was an image I really didn't want to see. Why do they have a bump on their crotch? Sound like someone's sucking through a straw. Sounded worse than that. That amount of C4 would have made a much bigger boom. just, just saying. Oh, now we're just gonna say fuck it? Oh, we fixed it? Yeah, me too, Fanta. That music's fucking weird. Wake me up when it's over. uh, I appreciate the history lesson, but if this is gonna be the majority of this episode, ah. I'll take my. Yeah, go for it, man. uh. Didn't that have a proper name? I'm now kind of curious if he actually said that. I think that might be the. I think that might be the fault of the subtitlers. Oh, the sound effects are horrible. Bad sound effects and uh Mr. Rest Baxter. Yeah, pretty much. Came back just in time. The sound effects, god awful. The fuck kind of a sound effect is that? I know, right? Oh, how noble. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Fucking Chuuni, dude. If you hit the brakes, you would go forward, not back. In this situation, I don't know. Hubcaps aren't that sharp. That thing is fucking creepy looking. Okay, in general, the covering of one eye as you're going into a dark area allows the one eye to acclimate to the darkness a lot sooner. The Mythbusters did a thing about pirates using eye patches and then switching them as they go into a dark area, like the ship's hold or under the deck where it's all dark. There's no windows. You throw like a girl joke? Yeah, that's creepy. But yeah, generally your eyesight acclimates to darkness. I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes or something like that. It takes a while, but if you have an eye patch over one eye for I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, you'll acclimate. Your that eye will acclimate a lot sooner, and you'll have a better overall vision at night. Yeah, interesting stuff. But I don't think that was necessary in this particular case because the RV has lights on. You learn something new every day. I try to be informative. Technically, I learned it from Mythbusters, so. When the dude slammed on the brakes, and I forgot who the ninja was, but the ninja flew backwards. That's not how physics works. When you slam on the brakes, everything goes forward, not back. Anything that's not locked down is going to be pushed forward, and then it gets settled back. But the majority of the momentum is going to be forward. The only thing that when you slam on the brakes and you feel your car move forward, and then feel the car settle back, that's the car itself. And since you're being strapped to the car, that's the forces that you feel. But if you're not being held down, you just go forward. Bad media. Bad. It's when you as if you went backwards. I know, right? Anyway. Last episode of the day. After this, I'm going to head out to work. And I don't know. I don't know when I'll be back. Hopefully soon. I'm enjoying making fun of this. I'm mostly enjoying this because I get to point out all the hypocrisies of media in general. Because they express them so well in here. all the little things that tick me up. Sound design of an armored person hitting the stone wall does not sound like a bag of coins. And not good coins either. Like, that sounds like a bunch of pennies. Oh. And the big iron stick sounding like a sack of coins. No. Stop it. Alright, starting episode 6, the final of the stream in 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Why is he here on camera? God, that was fucking weird. Gibiate got erect for Kathleen. It just wants to procreate, that's all. I wish that they did some kind of vocals to this. Yeah, I'll say desperate situation. Yeah. What a scary thing to come back to reality to. Y'all better start hurrying the fuck up. This is the slowest. Oh, yay, newcomer. Just what I wanted. No. McDonald. Such a generic name. You look more like a former JoJo character, right? I think there's a JoJo reference here. Because streaming makes you stronger. Why don't you put a buck? Why don't you put? Why don't you put? Uh, Instead of using birdshot or buckshot or wherever they get the girl with the shotgun was, why don't you use a slug? Batter up. That seems slow as hell. Hmm. Remember when we said Tower of God had bad cinematography? Yeah, this is. You couldn't let her introduce herself. She's a. Maybe that's a cultural thing, not to introduce yourself or something. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, the more the merrier. Random people shouldn't grab others. What are you gonna do? Try to collect them all? Zero out of 10. Worst, best scene ever. And some women have their priorities, I suppose. I agree with Fanta. I mean, yeah, Jade, the backstories are tolerable. They are slightly annoying, though. Why was his eyes two different colors? Were they two different colors before? Because I thought they were blue before. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we have more knowledge of history at least. They're following quite. Ah. Not interested in that subplot. Okay. Not interested in that subplot. Just not interested. Nope. You can't make me. Oh, fuck. Gotta do all these random subplots first before I. Isn't Gibiate. Doesn't Gibiate have a season 2? What are your thoughts on the characters? Um. I'm sorry. I just read something that I've lost all hope. I've lost all hope. I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know hitc.com. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know who wrote this. Was it Tom Llewellyn? Llewellyn. Llewellyn. I think that's how it says. So this was the first link that showed up when I googled Gibiate season 2. Gibiate season 2 renewal and potential restates for Crunchyroll anime explained. The first season of Gibiate has just concluded, but what are the chances that the Crunchyroll original anime will return for season 2? That is fine. It's the next line. Between Tower of God, Inspector, the God of High School, and Gibiate, it's been a fantastic summer for Crunchyroll's original anime. He continues on to say, in an interview with Monsters and Critics, Gibiate producer Ryuoki was asked whether the series is intended to be not just a single season of anime, is going to be an ongoing series planned for long term, to which he responded, yes, exactly. While this does indicate that the team behind Gibiate wants to continue production into a second and even third season, there is a chance that mixed reviews could hinder development. So, who knows? Who knows? But Inspector was a really good series. I'd request mint for it, though it's not fantasy. Though neither is Tower of God. Tower of God was slightly fantasy. It dealt with fantasy stuff. I don't know. I'll look into Inspector. But I don't know. Unfortunately, that's where I'm gonna end today's stream. I'm gonna end on episode 6. I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow or Thursday. I haven't decided which. Sorry about that. Things kind of got messed up this weekend. I apologize. Oh yeah, God of High School was fantasy too. What the hell are you talking about? I mean, dealt with gods and shit, like gods and heroes and whatever the fuck bringing down God meant. Anyway, Gibiate. So far, it is the coziest trash fire I've seen. Stinks to high heaven, but it looks alright. Warm and cozy. Nice to sit around. I wouldn't want to make s'mores in it though. Yeah, it's a very lukewarm trash fire. Yeah, I know, it's not a blazing one. It's just a Peter. It's just kind of cozy. Maybe maybe as I finish it off, I'll go get some. I'll go get some 21 or over beverages, and we'll have a fun time. The 2D is thankfully nowhere near as bad as the CG, thank God. Yes, the CG is bad. I've seen worse, but I've seen way better. Um, on par with Ari Ferretta, I don't think so. I think I liked Ari Ferretta's stuff better. Um, they at least tried to move their models, um, as they were like moving across the screen. Um, and I don't just mean like moving the neck or moving wings or stuff like that. I mean like moving appendages and moving legs and shit. But I know that there's a couple times where Ari Ferretta just didn't want to do it, but they tried. Was there anything like was there anything like gem butts? No, not at all. Um, I wish that more people would try to do more things like gem butts, whose original name actually like the Land of the Illustrious. I forgot the Japanese name. Um, I wish more people do more things like the Land of the Illustrious. Their 3D was pretty well done. Kind of off a little bit, but it was well done. Um, it was a little too shiny, I think. Hoseki no Kuni. There we go. Characters, I don't know. I like the character. I like how they look. I really like. I do like some of the aspects about them. Um, However, I don't really like the. I hate the sound design. Um, I feel like the story is as slow as molasses in wintertime. It's just not. I feel like it's not moving anywhere, and most of it's because they've thrown probably an hour's worth of history lesson in the middle of these episodes. Um, yeah, Kathleen's pretty cute. Yeah. Um, I don't like the main dude's face. He looks, I don't know, his face looks really girly. It's like he has that really narrow chin. Doesn't make him look very, I don't know, it doesn't really look like it's masculine. And it only happens when you're face on. Like, I don't know, let me see. Here, pause it for you. Like here, you can very clearly see that he has a very muscular jaw, or a very masculine jawline right here, nice and cut. But as soon as he turns to face you, it looks very narrow. And that's just a matter of art design. It was just bad art design. The more narrow a chin gets, the more feminine it looks. So, I mean, that's just kind of how it is. Guys usually have more broad of a chin. I say usually. There's some outliers, but generally. I don't know. It's very, very weird looking. And I'm not sure I like it. But anyway, yeah. That's it for this stream. What's this? Oh God, no. Fanta bad. Anyway, that's it for this stream. I will be back. Either tomorrow or the day after. Sorry, I can't give you a definitive answer on that, but I will be finishing up. For Friday. As always, if you like what you see, hopefully I made it at least a little bit more enjoyable. I know Fanta was saying it's more enjoyable when we're watching together. That's kind of the point, making fun of this shit. As always, link in the description below if you haven't joined our Discord. There's also a link that's an affiliate link for Moe Hobby. I'm still looking forward to getting some Daikimakura from them. That's reasonably priced too. You have a good day. You've suffered enough. Oh no, my suffering never ends. My suffering never ends. And yeah, I guess I'll see y'all next time. Yeah, have a good one. And for those of you in the U.S., don't forget to go vote. Today is vote day. Anyway, that's it for now. As always, I'm Zero. See you next time.
What you got when the mother